A very good evening to all of you. Today I am delivering my 7th lecture for the same series of battery, you can say battery tech battle. I have mentioned my first lecture. So today my topic is the comparison between ACIR and DCIR of a cell. This is the most important and critical topic. So ACIR full form stands for alternating current internal resistance of a cell. DCIR, direct current internal resistance of a cell. So here are 10 parameters, 10 aspects of cell with respect to, I have mentioned the values, how they are defining ACIR and DCIR. The first critical parameter is the signal. What type of signal I am using for the measurement of ACIR and as well as DCIR. So AC pulse, I will provide a sinusoidal, a small AC current to my cell for the measurement of AC pulse by the using of AC pulse. And then by using of, that is, you already know V is equal to I or R is equal to V by I. I will use that Ohm's law. I mentioned in the last measurement method. There are each have two methods for the measurement of. We have two methods for the measurement of ACIR as well as DCIR. So signal, I am using a DC pulse for the measurement of the DCIR. Frequency duration, yeah, frequency. As this is I am using a AC sinusoidal, a small AC sinusoidal current signal for the measurement of ACIR, so frequency is there. I am using a frequency based signal. But in the case of DCIR, there is a 10-second DC pulse I will use for the measurement of DCIR. Captures diffusion effect. ACIR is not able to capture the diffusion effect inside a cell, but DCIR is dependent on that diffusion effect, and it will indicating diffusion effect inside a cell. Reflects real load behavior. ACIR reflecting limited real load behavior, but if I am considering DCIR, it will strongly reflect the real load behavior of a cell. Repeatability, yes. ACIR on a 1 kilohertz on a 1 kilohertz frequency, I am using a resistive meter, for example HOT meter, for the measurement of ACIR on 1 kilohertz frequency rate I am measuring, and it will be highly repeatable. Moderate, I am using 10-second, 30-second pulse signal, DC pulse signal for the DCIR, or HPPC test is the most common test for measuring DCIR. So the behavior for the measurement, if I am taking, so it will be a moderate. Temperature sensitivity lower. If I compare ACIR and DCIR, ACIR has lower temperature sensitivity, but DCIR is depend on the SOC of a cell. It will changeable. It will be a variable quantity with respect to SOC and SOH of the cell. So higher sensitivity to higher temperature. SOC sensitivity same. ACIR has low SOC sensitivity, but DCIR has high SOC sensitivity. SOC means state of charge of a cell. Production screening, yes, ideal. If I am using a ACIR, I am the first step for the battery pack manufacturing, cell sorting. I will do cell sorting by using my ACIR. That is, in prismatic cell in electric chemistry, it's mostly 0.25 milliohm. But I measure DCIR, it will come 2 to 5 times of the ACIR. As method is different. So limited, you can say production screening. I use DCIR limited for this method. Yeah. So internal resistance, I am measuring ACIR, DCIR, both are stand for ACIR, DCIR. अगर मैं बात करता हूँ कि बैटरी पैक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की, तो पहला मेथड फर्स्ट स्टेप जो है सेल सॉर्टिंग होता है. तो आई विल कंसीडर ACIR एज ए सॉर्टिंग पैरामीटर. सेल सॉर्टिंग में मैं ACIR का प्रयोग करता हूँ. आई यूज ए हियोकी मीटर. मैं हियोकी का मीटर यूज करता हूँ. दैट विल प्रोवाइड यू रेजिस्टेंस वैल्यू. एंड इफ आई एम यूजिंग LFP केमिस्ट्री, LFP सेल फॉर मेकिंग ESS बैटरी पैक, तो nearly 0.25 milliohm cell का ACIR मिलता है. But for DCIR, I need a different step, HPPC test, or you can say short pulse DCIR test. So limited, there is a DCIR का जो मैं use करने जा रहा हूँ, that will limited. I will sort the cell on the basis of ACIR. That will be ideal value. Power capacity prediction. Power capacity prediction, अगर ACIR की बात करते हैं, if I am considering ACIR, तो वो weak है. But accuracy, DCIR will be accurately define how much the power capacity inside with respect to SOC and SOH of a cell, और कितने पावर को डिलीवर कर सकता है, कैपेबल है. I will get a accurate value by using a DCIR calculation. Measurement methods, अगर मैं बात करता हूँ ACIR DCIR की, both have two methods we have in industry. First, the simplest common method by using a, you can say, meter. ACIR is equal to delta VAC divided by delta I, V upon I. At the rate of 1 kilohertz frequency. This is OEM make a standard method. OEM ने एक standard method बना दिया कि आप 1 kilohertz पे measurement करेंगे ACIR का. ठीक है. I will compare that ACIR value with my technical data sheet. टेक्निकल डाटा शीट से मैं उसको कंपेयर करूंगा कि सेम आया कि थोड़ा डेविएशन हुआ, डिफरेंशिएशन हुआ. I will check EIS, most important, electrochemical impedance spectroscopy. I will use Newcast and board based plots. ये कंट्रोल सिस्टम में हम पढ़ते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, अगर कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग आप इसी लेते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर लेते हैं, तो वहां पे कंट्रोल सिस्टम आता है, वहां पे भी. तो these liquid plots and board plots पूरा सिस्टम बता रहे हैं कि what is the resistance value due to its electrical components और component of cell. For example, current collector की वजह से और the electrode और आपकी जो करंट कलेक्टर पे इलेक्ट्रोड की कोटिंग है, इलेक्ट्रोड का जो कांटेक्ट रेजिस्टेंस है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू करंट कलेक्टर, वो भी हम यहाँ से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, वो बिहेवियर भी हम EIS से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. DCIR आल्सो हैव टू कॉमन मेजरमेंट मेथड्स. वन इज शॉर्ट पल्स DCIR, वन इज HPPC टेस्ट, इंडस्ट्री स्टैंडर्ड मेथड. HPPC टेस्ट हम यही कर रहे हैं कि पावर कैपेबिलिटी प्रेडिक्शन हम निकाल रहे हैं कि सेल की पावर प्रेडिक्शन कैपेबिलिटी कैसी है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सेल SOC एंड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सेल ऑफ SOH, स्टेट ऑफ हेल्थ. इसमें एजिंग का फैक्टर आता है, ठीक है, आपने कितनी साइक्लिंग एजिंग एंड कैलेंडरिंग एजिंग का फैक्टर आता है इसमें, कि कहीं ना कहीं अगर एजिंग होती है तो आपका IR इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ जाता है. there is a increase in internal resistance when there is something, if we are continuously using the cell cycling or we are doing some calendaring aging. So short pulse DC are same. I will provide a short DC pulse for a 10 second. So voltage before I will set a one SOC value, then I measure a voltage, and then after 1C pulse I will discharge the cell up to 10 seconds. Then I am calculating voltage that time after that pulse. So voltage before minus voltage that during test upon my current, how much the current you use for the discharge purpose, that is V upon I. Again I am calculating DCIR. HPPC hybrid pulse power characterization same. एक hybrid pulse I will set a some time, I will set a timing with respect to 10 second, 30 second. I will some C rate, I will select a one C rate, and I will charge and discharge the cell, and then I will the same voltage and current, I will calculate the voltage and current, or then again V by I will get the DCR value. Or one line summary, if I will conclude this in a one line summary, this is indicate, this is conclude that ACR measures how clean the cell is electrically, behavior, और DCIR measure how strong the cell is under the real load. कितनी पावर कैपेबिलिटी है, पावर आपका कैपेबिलिटी प्रेडिक्शन ऑफ ए सेल I can easily found out by the measurement of the DCIR. So these are the basic difference between ACR and DCIR. If you are watching my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.